Our box truck hasn't come in just yet, which means I'm here today to grab one of these to do a move. Save a little bit of surprise for the end. However, I will give a little bit of a clue. Our lifestyle ministry, which has the warehouse where we hold all of the furniture or household goods for those coming out of homelessness into home, needs some more shelves. That's your clue. I kind of gave it away. We're getting shelves today to go into the warehouse. Now, they're not the giant ones that we look to acquire a few more of, the 16 or 18 footers, but we got a handful of 5 footers, a boatload of pallets. We got 2 helpers today. Let's get it. So I'll give you a little bit of a preview of where we're going to be bringing said shelves once we get back into the warehouse here. This is our showroom area, adequately named, because that's where we have all of our couches, our chairs, our tables, our dressers that people can pick from when they come in to select their furniture. So goal 1, we're going to put 3 shelves along this wall here. So everything that's on those bookcases are going to go up on shelves off the floor. The chairs are going to go underneath that. And then the other section is going to be along this wall here. So 1, 2, and 2. So 2 on this wall, 1 going in this bay, 1 going in that bay. I believe all this particle board should end up on the shelves themselves, so that'll go away. It's gonna look a lot like this. So when we're done, it's gonna look like that. So you can see we're holding it for storage stuff. This is all marketplace goods down here. Far end down there, we've got all things that are going to families. Again, once we box up all of the dishes and all that good stuff, it comes here. So getting some more shelves for that. Not opening the gate. Recently?
Yeah, there's 7 of them still.
Oh, wow. We've made it here to Harrisburg at, I hope I can say it, we're at Ames. They're going to give us some shelving, so that's, no, so we can edit it if we need to. This is how we do it, just very random. Yes, this is beef. So I did manage to back up all the way to the garage door here. So we're gonna, he's grabbing a forklift, which is good because we don't have a forklift. We got a lot of muscle over there, but no forklift, so he's gonna load in the back. And then we gotta drive back to Carlisle to pick up 30 pallets, and then back to the warehouse to drop it all off. When you give us too much time, we find ways to entertain ourselves. That was your best flip yet. Now
You like that one? Here we go.
No.
Wow, this one.
So we're done. We're done. The hands say we're done. My communication still needs to improve as we wait for this gate. There's a gate open we're waiting for here. I was thinking we're going to get 5 sections of shelves, but we got 5 uprights, which makes 3 sections of shelves. So a little less than anticipated, but we're going to make it work because, is it 4?
Yeah.
All right, so we got, okay, so I'm being a baby and overreacting. We're only short 1 upright, which means we're only short 1. The bottom line is I need to improve my communication.
But also it was donated.
It was donated. So this is not a complaint. Ames, thank you for your generous donation. This is me doing retrospective about being a better communicator moving forward. We are super appreciative and don't want to come across as anything other than that. I'm not going to turn this off because we're about to do some real driving. All right, quick time check. It is 10:30, about a half hour away from the Carlisle Ames location. We're going to pick up 30 pallets, which that's easier to count. And then, so that'll put us probably to 11:20 loaded, and then probably 11:40 back to the warehouse, which should give us an hour to unload, which should be plenty of time. So I think we'll make lunch, is the bottom line here. So we're here at the guard station, as they called it, I believe. Feel a little prepared for such an intimidating looking checkpoint.
I'm pretty sure that there's no guns involved here.
Well, yeah.
This is not.
Less concerned about that. I guess I was just, I know what our warehouse looks like, and so I wasn't quite expecting all this. Which I'm feeling very judged as we drive by all these tractor trailers and in our Uhaul.
With a lesser truck.
We are at the lesser truck. A little bit of musical chairs here. Once again, trying to keep you on your toes as far as our locations within the truck cab. I'm realizing I did not catch any of our friend or his name, who's in charge of the forklift that loaded our 30 pallets into the back, nor did I take a picture of the shelves or the pallets in the back. So hopefully the, post edit here is something worth watching. But we're headed back now to the warehouse to drop all this off and figure out where we're going to put it, because I filled the warehouse with bikes this weekend. Do we have? Why is it beeping at me? We returned. It's beeping at me. Don't know why.
You talking about the restroom.
I did not, but now I do. After you knew I
I
started.
don't want people to know I'm going to the restroom.
Okay. Okay. So we have.
So don't film this.
I won't film that with you in the restroom. So we've returned. We've got our stuff. Now we got to unload. It looks like all pallets, but there's actually shelves in there. Back there. All right, the next problem we have now is we got all these bikes over the weekend that now have to move. So we got all these bikes in the front of the warehouse. We need to be able to put those shelves. So now we got to move the bikes temporarily, because later today they're going into life cycle over there. But for right now, we got to get the U-Haul emptied, which means we got to move those bikes over here so we can take those shelves and get mocked by this guy. So we're gonna get back to work. Just like that. It's empty and all a strewn a mess here in our loading bay. But not for long. We got to come in, get these cleaned up. So get the dust off of those before we take them into the warehouse. And then we still got the bikes in here. We got to figure out how to get around. But so the plan is clean off the bars, the uprights and the horizontals, and then lug it all back down there on that far wall where it's going to go. Next, we're going to have to take a quick lunch break, and I got to figure out if I try to take the U-Haul back now before the lunch meeting, or roll up in the U-Haul to the lunch meeting, which feels pretty on brand. But Chris says parking's an issue, so I guess I got to take it back. Decision has been made. I'm going to drop off the U-Haul, and then I'm going to go to lunch, and then I'll come back to work on some other stuff. But first, it's looking a little dirty, so I gotta fix that. All right, let's go. So that's gonna be a wrap on that. The U-Haul has been dropped off. We 60 miles exactly for the trip today, which my estimate was 60 miles, which was, a rough estimate, but to be spot on, that's pretty wild. I should have documented that so it wasn't just you taking my word for it that I thought it was gonna be 60 miles. We now have 15 minutes to get to our lunch. We're gonna try to discuss some community grant funds to help us get even more shelves, the big ones, not the little ones we got today. So wish me luck. I'm going to do that, and I will catch you on the next one.